JLo's camp is saying the divorce is still on, even though they got caught in a PDA brunch. Also, new video is coming in, along with some more reports. I don't know if I'm buying it. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Since yesterday's report, more has come in, and I wanted to break it down. It is a crazy day when we're dealing with Trump assassination and the JLo divorce. But hey, that's the kind of stuff we cover here on Popcorn Planet. Whatever you guys watch more in, I will lead more into. And you're still interested in this, as am I. This is created a new wrinkle. I saw some comments. It's like, who cares? This is what we do at times. We cover pop culture news. And this is kind of like this weird pop culture true crime of who's to blame. Why did they break up? Are they still together? What's going on? Let's get into it. Okay. So yesterday, Page 6 reported, nobody else did it, that they had a PDA-filled brunch, kissing, holding hands, once they got inside the venue. Now, TMZ and others said, no, they looked like they were all frigid. They were just there for the kids. Well, now reports are coming in since that report over this weekend, breaking it down a little further. They came together for a fun lunch so the kids could hang out, a source told People. They are working out financial details, not signing it because they signed the prenup. All this is coming in from People. So People, as I said yesterday, is always the JLo rag. They're the ones who get the tips from JLo. This is the one Prince Harry was caught directly emailing. We'll talk about that soon over on Palace. But yeah, reps and, the actors themselves, People or princes, will reach out to them when they want a story to be told. And yes, Jernnifer Lopez, Ben Affleck apparently were there for a fun lunch with the children amid the split. Now, I want you to read this with me and see how clearly this is from JLo's camp, because it's so positive. JLo. They had a fun lunch with the kids. They all came together so the kids could hang out. Jernnifer's trying to be friendly with Ben. They are all still moving forward with the divorce, though. They are working out financial details amicably. A divorce is never easy, but Jernnifer doesn't want to be selfish about it. The kids always got along and have fun together. It makes her happy seeing the kids happy together. Happy kids are her priority. Now, I don't see sources from Ben saying it's Ben's priority to make the kids happy. Clearly, he agreed because he was there. So why does JLo constantly have to put out these quotes through her sources? And you could say, well, Andy, how do you know? I feel pretty confident this came from at least Team JLo. She is very controlling, as we've learned through the doc and reports I've learned. She's very controlling of her image and her brand. I don't think this stuff goes out there as sources from JLo to People magazine of all places, unless she's approved or aware of what the goals are in the press. Talk to any PR expert, they're going to tell you the same thing. So it's interesting to see how she's now spinning it, saying, no, the divorce is still on. And we just came together for a fun lunch. And they had to say the divorce is still on because reports came in from other outlets, which People isn't reporting that they were making out, which makes me think they really were making out inside that restaurant. As I look through all this, again, this is my own opinion, speculation, it does seem odd. Now, we do have video of that moment when they walked in. Here it is. There clearly is a frustration, and I was reading a lot of your comments, guys, and you agreed maybe he's frustrated because the paparazzi ended up showing up. He's looking around, clearly annoyed at all the cameras. He's now whispering because there's a camera filming him. Look at him. Look how close they are. Now, usually when you go to these types of hotels, it's supposed to be a little bit more private. Now, there's someone from the hotel attempting to try to block it. There's another person from the hotel on the phone, seemingly annoyed, some sort of this is the type of place that celebrities are supposed to go to where they aren't bothered. Hence the staff attempting to try to stop it, which makes me wonder, was someone called? Was someone alerted? Now, someone was alerted outside, but it seems like they didn't let the paparazzi go inside. So sure, there could have been a random person who was at the hotel who caught this happening, who could alert Page 6 or somebody else. Or Page 6 could have insiders inside the hotel, which is where this came from as the PDA inside the brunch. Because the kids were all there. Photos came in through this. Do they have them here? Sometimes People doesn't want to get the rights to them. Look, at the end of the day, it feels strange that this is all happening with them together like this, given all the press that JLo's putting out there. And now there's more sources from JLO predicting Ben and Jernnifer Garner are going to get back together. This apparently was the catalyst. Seeing the photos of them looking more like a couple than a pair of exes was the final straw for JLO, as the push she needed to finally file for divorce. Apparently, that's what did it, according to these sources. She kept hoping that she and Ben might work things out, but he put in zero effort to fix things and only seemed interested in spending time with Jen and his kids. I'm sure it goes two ways, JLo. The source says it was horrible for JLo because she's now left wondering if she was some sort of pawn that he used to try to win Jen back. Come on. Didn't she steal him from Jernnifer? Jernnifer Garner stole him from JLo. And now JLo, I think, right? Because Jernnifer Garner, I've lost my timeline. I've reported on it, but I'm so brain dead all this. I feel like they were all using each other because then JLo came back and did it again. Yeah, he was with JLo or Jernnifer Garner. No, it was the other way around. If anything, Jernnifer Garner left JLo and brought. I'm making my head explode. Yeah, I don't believe this was all just a pawn. Jernnifer Garner's married to somebody else or in a relationship with somebody else. Throughout their marriage, she was always raving about Jen like she was some sort of saint. JLo had to accept it because he claimed there was nothing to be jealous of, but it was a huge issue in their short marriage because anytime they had a fight, he'd go running to Jen. Jen seemed to really love him. You see quotes about it, and you sort of feel like, yeah, Ben's troubled. Ben's a womanizer, whatever. Ben's with the nanny. Are these things? Ben's got his addiction issues, but she still has always been there supporting him. She said some very stern and confident statements about him, but also in those statements, you could tell how much she loved him. I think there's a genuine care from this woman towards him as the father of her kids, which puts this on a whole nother perspective. So this idea that JLo is jealous of the mother of Ben Affleck's kids, I mean, I could see why she would feel that way, but it's also just very insecure and unhealthy. And maybe that's part of the problem. JLo's a little too controlling for it all. That could be what it's about. And now there's reports coming in that Ben's living in fear after this divorce because he'd love to be having fun. And now this is all holding him back. Because there's no prenup, the divorce, how smoothly it goes is how depend on them playing nice, which means Ben's got no choice but to try to be as civilized with JLo as possible. He's living in fear of Jernnifer, which is why he made such a big point to deny dating rumors about him. He did to RFK's child, Kit Kennedy. However, it is putting a halt on other dating plans. I don't believe he's just dying to get back out there. I don't. Frustration with that from his point of view is that he's been held back from having fun and enjoying himself because he can't risk pissing off JLo. His big complaint in their marriage is how controlling she was. Well, they're right. And so you can imagine how upsetting it is for him that she's essentially still controlling him. Basically, he's at Jen's mercy. If he doesn't behave the way she wants, she'll sink her fangs and make it that much more miserable. So is she a controlling succubus? And is that why they're ultimately together? Then how do you explain the PDA inside? Was she just jumping on him? Is there a lot more craziness to this than we even realized? I want to hear your theories down below. What do you think? Do you think this is all in an attempt to get back with Jernnifer Garner? That's the other big question. And would Jernnifer Garner allow it? I want to hear your theories, your thoughts. Let me know down below. If you haven't already, though, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, smash that like button, and engage down below. Even if you don't like it, engage. We're in a little bit of the doldrums. September, as always, channels up and down, channels up and down. I'd love your support, though, in this video and the other videos we do. Would you rather have me get back into the whole second attempt on Trump? I want to hear your thoughts down below. It does feel like those videos are getting highly suppressed, but I want to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Let me know what else you want us to cover. We'll be here.